Welcome back, everybody, to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here at the Rock Box for a very special interview with a man that I've been trying to get in front of the camera for what seems like a long time. Yes, the man, the legend, music aficionado, the man, Mr. Logan Mader, is here with us here on Rob's MetalWorks. Welcome, Logan. It's great to have you on our show after much ado.
Hi. Good to be here.
Yeah, lots to talk about with you, and I really kind of don't even know where to start. But obviously, you know, it's great to see you back in music again, on the forefront of heavy music, with your band Once Human. And I really want to start there because I think there's people out there who are still coming on to the fact that you're back playing guitar, you're back performing. And I think that's one of the things that intrigued me about Once Human at the very beginning was the little story there that brought you back. So if you could briefly share a little bit about, you know, your musical collaboration with your counterpart, Lauren Hart, and not only the music collaboration, but also the connection that you have as people, and what in that connection inspired you to kind of come back.
Yeah, so I was just making records in the studio for many years, and I was happy doing that, and I still do that. Mostly I'm mixing now, though, because we tour a lot, and I even mix on the road. So full productions, I haven't really done too much of that since we started Once Human, although I have done a few records. But yeah, it feels good to be back. I met Lauren, it's been 3 years now we met, and Monty Connor from Roadrunner, Nuclear Blast sent me this video clip of her playing guitar. I thought I might want to do like a production deal with this girl. So I met with her and we hit it off right away, and sorry about that. Had a really good musical chemistry from the beginning, but the premise was to just like produce and co-write, maybe do some management with her, because that was like what I would do. But she, after writing a couple songs, she was like, you should play guitar in the band. She wanted me to play in the band, and I started thinking about it and started getting the itch, and thought this would be the right time to do it before it's too late, because I missed it, and I'm glad I made that choice. It's really fun to be playing again. I love this band. I love all the people in it. I love the record. I love the music. I love touring. You know, we're having a good time, and yeah, so that's how it happened. And,
good times in the life of Logan Mader right now, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Let's talk about the debut quickly, because The Life I Remember came out, and I just thought it was such an exuberant, really powerful, heavy piece of work. When you think back now, that record came out in 2015. What do you think about that record now? Were you happy with, what it did for the band? Were you happy with it musically, kind of looking back? Because I know musicians like you continue to evolve, and especially a producer guy like you, you're always thinking, God, this piece of work, I could have done this, I could have done that. Thinking back on it, what do you think?
It was like the result of me picking up the guitar for the first time as a passion in a long time. So I guess I was just knocking the dust off and getting my legs back, and then Lauren's first time in the studio, and I think where we are now is really where we found our unique identity as a metal band, and it has a lot to do with the groundwork that we laid, and then even more so bringing Max Karen in as a co-writer and the other guitar player now. He's a lead guitar player. He's amazing. He brought a lot to the table creatively, and so there's quite a contrast between the first record and the second record, and I feel like this new record of Evolution is really what we're all about, and is the starting point for where we will build from. We actually play one song from the first album. We started playing it live, but we really focus on Evolution for the most part.
The track that you played from the debut, which one is it? You can't?
No, Pick Your Poison.
Okay. There's so many tracks on that record, and let's go ahead and talk about the Sophomore Evolution. When I first got the record, I listened to it, and it took me like a few times to really kind of absorb it, because it's just so much more complex than the first record, and it's, to me, it just sounds more brutal and like heavier. than the first record. And correct me if I'm wrong, Logan, I didn't kind of really identify as much with clean vocals on this second record as I did on the first one.
Yeah, it's heavier for a number of reasons. One is like we're doing 7 strings now with a really low tuning. It's a G. It's got a low G on the ass end of it, so it's like this cool tuning that Max does. It's G C G C F A D. So the guitar riffs had the ability to get a lot lower, which usually can be heavier if you do it right. Lauren's vocal got lower and heavier after doing a couple of tours and kind of coming into learning how to use her voice a lot more than she did before.
Without damaging her voice.
Yeah, her growl is just fucking brutal as fuck now. It's like some people hear us from like outside the venue and they come in and they're like blown away that it's actually a girl up there. They thought it was a dude. I've heard people tell me when they listen to the record and then they find out they didn't think it was even a girl. I mean, I can hear it when she does sing clean. It's obviously a woman, but there is very little clean singing on this record. We just did it when a musical part really asked for clean vocals, and there's only like 2 or 3 spots on the album that kind of asked for that. So we did it, kept it heavy and brutal. And Lauren's growling is really her biggest strength, and she also grew a lot as a lyricist and put a lot of time into making meaningful, thought-provoking, powerful concepts and lyrics for this record. So it's just all around it's gotten heavier, bigger, more intelligent, more complicated, and yeah,
and I know since you're more of a songwriter than the lyricist, just share a little bit about what you know about the lyrical themes of this record, because is there a connection between the debut and the sophomore? Because you hear about the life I remember, and then you talk about the evolution of a person, like or people. What is the theme for the evolution concept?
Well, the album title Evolution is just it kind of rolled off the tongue like kind of a human evolution. Once human evolution, it just kind of felt right when we said it. And then of course we have evolved as a band quite a lot. Okay. So that's just sort of a general statement. But she writes, in my opinion, she'll tell you better than I could, but she writes from kind of 3 different compartments, I guess, on this record. One of them is based on personal experience, and another one is based on events or things in the world that are happening currently that have affected her, and so she writes about those things. And then a third perspective is sort of more a little bit philosophical and sort of questioning the meaning of human experience, and a little bit more on the positive and esoteric side of heavy metal lyrics, I guess. So that's it. Yeah.
You earlier quickly alluded to the addition of Max Karen on guitar with the band, and like when I first saw the first video that you released prior to the release of the record, I didn't know if he was replacing someone or not, but now there's 3 guitar players in the band.
Well, no, there was, and now there's not.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the update. There we go.
I'll tell you. Okay, so yeah, Max was involved in the album creatively and performing wise. And then he wasn't in the first video, Eye of Chaos, because he was on tour at the time, and he was... Nice. I didn't realize I drink a big-ass Coors Light.
Texas, Logan.
All right. So, yeah, he wasn't there, but he was he's a part of the album in many ways, and so he wasn't... we had Skylar, our original guitar player, in the first video, just 2 of us, and then Gravity, the second video, Max is there, and Skylar, and the third video, Dark Matter, they're all 3 there. And the idea was, when Max came on, he's at a big asset, at a big upgrade for us, and we really wanted to have him as a part of this, but at the same time, I didn't have any reason to fire Skylar, and I didn't want to. I love the guy, and he's a great player, so I was like, come on, everybody, come on. We'll have 3 guitar players and we'll make it work. And we never... Did we play a show with 3? The way it all played out now is that Skylar got a really good job writing code for building apps or something, and it's very time consuming. And he's like, he had to do it. He had to take care of his life and, live. I understand that. So he had decided that he's not really able to tour with us. So it's just me and Max. But I mean, the beauty of having 3 guitar players is that if one of them can't show up, you can totally pull it off with 2. 'Cause, so
it kind of worked out then. It win-win for everybody.
It worked itself out
Nice.
on its own, and we love Skylar. He came out to the show in LA. It was his birthday the other day. We played there, and he came out and we hung out. And maybe he's a friend of all of ours, and, but he's just got to handle his business, so that's what he's doing. But he loves music. He's a really great player. I'm sure he's going to play more in the future. He just has to, be responsible adult right now. And I got him a gig doing a couple of shows with Cobra and the Lotus. I don't know if I should say that. He said he's doing it, but yeah. So yeah, just like a couple of dates in Europe and he has time for stuff like that, but he doesn't have time to commit to like full touring cycles like we're doing right now, and that's what we need to do. So it's all good.
You produce these records. Obviously, when you put it on the computer on the stereo, it sounds really fat and good, man. So you're continuing to handle the producing and the mixing duties on Once Human recordings.
Yeah, I did producer, mixer on this album as well, and I mean I'm almost pretty good at it, and I'm right there, and I'm not going to charge the band to produce it, so there's a lot of benefits.
Yeah, save a little bit of money too in the budget, huh? Yeah. Sure.
I'm going to charge them with the next record. I can't make records for free all the time.
Exactly. But I did hear that you brought in Jens Borgen to do the mastering. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Jens, and I remember when I first heard that's the guy who did the new Sep record too, the new Sepultura record. Was it?
Yeah, I did. He's done a lot of records. Opeth. He did the new Creator mixing, and.
But he's a Swedish dude, though. And the Swedish guys, they kind of got their own vibe. So I kind of found it interesting that you would have chosen someone like him.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his work as a mixer and a producer, and he's got this amazing studio in Sweden. And I thought that with this record, it really means a lot to me to make it the best that it could possibly be. And I thought to give it a shot for Jens to take the stems and do mastering. He did stems mastering, which is a little more detailed than stereo mastering. So I did the mixing, and then I printed like drums, just bass, all guitars, all the vocals, all the effects, and he masters from that. And he's got analog gear, and he can do some things that I can't do just based on the gear that he has, like with outboard gear for harmonic distortion and analog kind of stuff. I'm all digital, so I really love what he did. He brought it to life and punchy and loud, and I'm really happy that we chose to do that, and he was available for it.
And Evolution dropped back in February. For some of you people out there who do not yet have the brand new Once Human record, be sure to go look for it on iTunes and download it now. It kicks ass, and it's heavy. It's out on Ear Music Recordings. Killer album. I've enjoyed listening to it a lot. And for all those lucky people across the sea, the people in Japan, they got a little bonus track, didn't they? I heard, and I was really surprised when I saw it. I said, oh, they did a Machine Head cover. And, I think, there's some people out there, maybe the younger people out there may not know that, obviously, old folks like me know that you started your career in Machine Head. You did the first 2 Machine Head records, and very pivotal releases in heavy metal history. So why did you choose that track to cover?
Well,
is that one of your old favorite tracks from when you were in the band?
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. Yeah. So, and I was a co-writer on the song, and
cool.
We started playing it live in Europe when we were out with Fear Factory, and kids loved it. It was our best song in the set. Biggest mosh pits, but because people know it,
Yeah.
But, so we decided when a Japanese distributor requested a bonus track exclusive for Japan, like that's pretty common for Japanese releases. We thought we would do that, and so we did it, and Lauren killed it. She sounds great on it. We really just stuck to the original formula, didn't try to change it or make it our own, because I think doing that would just fuck it up. So we mapped it out. We even kept like the original tempo map of the album, which was done with no click track. We recorded on tape, and it was just live, kind of a feel when we were in the studio, you know, like old school. And so the tempo, when you map it out, it moves around quite a lot, but it's a human, like it's got a feel, you know, it speeds up and it slows down, it pushes, it pulls.
Yeah.
We've matched that with a digital tempo map. There's actually 172 tempo changes in the song, but you don't really notice them. You feel it in a good way, but you don't notice it. So we kept it like that, and that was the foundation for the rhythm section, and then just, you know, did it like it's meant to be done.
Came out sweet, and the reason I'm giggling is because like you're talking Japanese to me right now. It's like all this musical technical stuff is going right over my head. It's all good though for all the musicians out there who watch our show. Will know what you're talking about. And I also, you know, speaking of Machine Head, I saw that Rob Flynn came out to your San Francisco show.
Yes, he did.
It was all smiles. Was it all good? You and he still have a good relationship?
Yeah, totally. I see him from time to time. It was good to see him at our show.
Did you know he was going out?
Yeah, I knew he was coming.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I texted him earlier, and
Better show up.
well, yeah, he wanted to come. He wanted to come to the previous show we played in San Francisco like a couple months ago, but he couldn't make it, and said he would come to Dragon Force, so he did, and that was nice to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about touring now. It's kind of as we get here to the end of this interview, Logan. We were talking before we started rolling that you guys were supposed to be here a couple of weeks ago with Wednesday 13, and you guys kind of had a drop off, and I thought it was really cool that you did drop off for the opportunity that arose. And share a little bit about that, because I think that's really cool.
We were going to be on Wednesday 13 for like this whole this month and a half, and we got Dragon Force, and then we had to cut it even a couple days shorter because Lauren got offered to do a guest vocal with Camelot for 2 songs at Glen Hill and Amphitheater in front of a sold-out crowd of 60,000 people. They were opening up for Iron Maiden and Ghost, so
Big opportunity.
that was amazing. Yeah, so
I saw some of the video.
yeah, she killed it. It was a really fun day.
She had a nice outfit on too.
Yeah,
very
she
cool
had
outfit.
yeah, Camelot has, you know, like the
Yeah.
a look, so she had to like do a look, and I think she pulled it off pretty nice.
Of course.
Yeah, she looked great. She sounded great. The band, everyone was super nice to us.
Nice.
We bonded with those guys, and they're amazing people. And we made new friends, and it was a really, really fun day, and just incredibly just exciting for Lauren to be on a stage like that in front of that many people. She's never done that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was very, very proud of her, and really happy to see that.
Yeah, you can't, let opportunities like that pass you by, man.
Yeah.
So you're on this tour with Dragon Force. What's it kind of been like now, playing these new tunes live for the fans? What's the reception been like?
It's been good every night. This is like the 4th show. I think we've had a great show every night. Mosh pits and loud crowd responses and smiling faces, and it's fucking amazing. Dragon Force, the guys in the band are fucking cool. Like the coolest, funniest, laid back, excuse me, easygoing, like amazing people.
Yeah.
We all went out to dinner last night, and we hang out and have drinks after, and it's super cool people, all of them.
What's the plan for the rest of this year? We're kind of like midway through the summer. What do you want to do for the fall?
We have some dates booked for Europe, and
Nice.
we've got some stuff in the works for 2018. But yeah, well, I'm on the hunt for more tours. I want to keep the band out as much as possible, and it's tough. It's really competitive these days more than ever to get on tours at all. And we've been fortunate to get some good opportunities. So I'm gonna keep looking for those and keep grinding away. The band gets better and better the more we play, and all my guys and Lauren, they're really happy to be on tour, and I like to see everyone happy, and so it's my job to keep us out here.
The band released, kind of like a string of videos at this point already in support of Evolution. The latest, Dark Matter, just dropped not too long ago. You guys have kind of maintained kind of like this performance kind of vibe in your videos. I really like that. Obviously, you guys are rocking it and want to show the prowess of how you perform. I love seeing the videos. Do you like doing the videos? Is that something you enjoy doing?
I hate making music videos. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, and we stuck with
necessary evil. Huh?
Yeah, we stuck with like performance-based videos because we wanted to introduce the people that are discovering us for the first time to get the visual and see our energy as a live band and stuff, and then there's the whole like, I would love to go crazy cinematic and CG and make amazing, pieces of art for music videos, but like it costs a lot of fucking money to do that, and we gotta spend what we have wisely, and we don't have that much. And as in general, budgets for music videos are not normally very big these days, so we work with what we have and make the best of it.
Logan, one last question before I let you go, man. We talked about your studio earlier, and kind of a lot of work that you've done in the studio, and obviously, you were out of the music scene for about a decade, doing production work. Are you still wanting to go back to that and kind of focus on producing? Are you still wanting to kind of develop bands out of your studio? Is that something still important to you?
Yeah, I haven't stopped. I mean, I just yesterday delivered a new Wasp album to Napalm Records. I just mixed and mastered their newest record, and it's a double album, and so that was a lot of work. From tour, since we've been out this cycle, I've mixed I mixed an EP for Joey Sturgis and a couple of other singles, and did some mastering, and now I'm working on another mix right now. I got to get back on that today. So yeah, mixing and mastering, I'll do as much as possible because I love it, and that's kind of how I live too, so I need to do it. And then developing bands, I've got management clients now. The band NVIDIA, they're actually out with Wednesday 13 right now, and then they're going to go out with Overkill and Crowbar and Havoc in September. I helped develop that band and did co-writing with them and producing, and now I manage the band with my partner Sean Baruch, and that's actually starting to work, and they're good guys, and they're out there grinding and making it happen. And I have a couple other developing band clients for management that I help because I got good relationships and I have experience in this thing that we do, so I can help them. And I like to stay really active behind the scenes as well as as much as everywhere else. So
you're a good guy, man. You seem like a good guy. You have a lot of good energy, and I'm glad to see that all these things are just popping up for you, and that you've continued to stay busy. And I'm really glad to see you out there performing and doing music. We look forward to watching your performance tonight. Any last words, Logan? Anything you want to share? Anything that we missed for the people around the world who will watch this interview?
Well, thanks for the interview, and sorry for saying fuck and all that too many times, but we're happy to be here. We're happy for you to see us play tonight. You can find Once Human on Facebook.com/OnceHuman, and Instagram @OnceHuman, and all that Twitter things and that stuff, and the YouTube. We're just happy to be here. So thank you.
Stay safe on the road this year, man. Much continued success, and I know that things will continue to develop for you guys. You guys are a killer band, good people, and definitely know how to rock. Remember, everyone, the brand new one from Once Human is called Evolution. It's out on Ear Music. Go pick it up right now. You saw the man, Logan Mader, right here on Rob's MetalWorks.